Hello, this video is about your campaigns, how you can create a campaign, and also how you can send it and which types of campaigns does Moosend have, etc, etc, etc. So there are three types of campaigns. One is the automation campaigns, which you can create in your automations as we've shown on the previous video. And the rest of the two are basically the regular and repeatable campaigns. So let's go ahead and see them one by one. I will just go and create a new campaign by clicking on the create new campaign button on the upper right. And here you have these options. The last two are repeatable campaigns. This is a repeatable HTML campaign where you can select your campaign to draw its content from a specific URL of your site that you choose to give it to give to your campaign. And the other one is an RSS campaign. And the above two is a regular campaign, meaning a normal campaign that you can manually send to your audience, to your list or your segments, etc. Or an A/B split campaign, which is basically again sort of a regular campaign, but it sends, you get to select two subtypes of campaign. So let's say that you divide let's go over here. So let's say that you have these three options regarding a test. So it's subject line. So you set two different subjects and your campaign automatically sends to a portion of your list the first subject, then to another portion of your list the second subject, and then it counts the analytics for both options for a specific amount of time that you set, and then choose the winner and send the rest of send to the rest of the mailing list the winning of the two sub campaigns, campaign A and B. The same logic applies to the rest of the two version selections. So the first one, the second one is the campaign content, and the other one is the sender that you choose for your campaigns. Let's go with subject line for now, just to demonstrate how the A/B campaign works. You set the name of your campaign in your Moosend account, so let's call this test A/B. Then you set subject A, which is, let's say, test 1, and then you set subject B, which is test 2. Then if you want, you can set a preview text and you select your sender as such. And then you proceed to the other step where you need to select your list. Let's say that I choose this list and I proceed to the next option. You get to select the format of your campaign. You should select HTML plus plain text campaigns in order to get analytics for your campaign. If you choose plain text only, we are not able to track your campaign, so you will not be able to see anything in the report section that we mentioned on the previous video that we made. So let's go ahead and proceed here. Here you can create your campaign. I'll just use a template for now, since I don't really want to spend too much time on how to create stuff. Here we will show this on the regular campaign in a short while. So let's use this template again and then proceed to the next step like so. So here you have the A/B settings. So you choose the portion of your list, a percentage regarding the total amount of your list. So I had 13 people in my list. So if I send a portion to A, a portion to B, and the rest to the winner, I would get 10%, let's say, to A, meaning one person, then 10% to B, one person, and the winner gets the winner campaign goes to the rest of the people, meaning to the rest of the 11 people goes an 80%. So let's do it like so. 18% and the rest of the 16% will get the winning campaign. Then you get to select the winning version. So you have two options here. You have the campaign version with the highest number of unique opens, or the campaign version with the highest number of unique clicks. I will just go with opens at the moment, and then you get to select how long will your test run. So you have 1 hour up to 1 day, 24 hours. Let's go for 1 hour for now. Then you click on next. You have your spam and delivery test where you can send the test to yourself. So let's go here. Then we have when to send your campaign. You can send it immediately or just schedule it for a later time. Also, one small note on the spam and delivery test. It will always send the subject of campaign A on the test. So if you want to test it before you actually send the AB campaign, you should create a small list with personal emails and then send to these emails in order to see both subjects basically. So let's proceed next here. I will just click on it to send it right away, and clicking next will actually take me to the snapshot where I can take a last look of what's up with my campaign. So we have here is the content of your newsletter. This is a snapshot of my campaign to be sent, the sender, the campaign, the subject of campaign A and B. Then I have the list that I selected as recipients and also a number of my recipients. If the same person, meaning the same email address, is more than one list and you select both lists to be the recipient of your campaign, the system will automatically see the duplicate and will only send your campaign once. So you do not have to worry about your campaigns, your recipients getting duplicated campaigns. Then you have the delivery options. We've selected our campaigns to be delivered immediately, and the campaign, when the campaign has been received, delivered, a confirmation email will be sent to the address that we've selected on the first set of my campaigns in the campaign section. So I'll just click on send, and let me go to my email as well. I have dummy emails that all lead to my email address, so I will just get all the tests right here. So let's say that I only open it with this one. If I now go to my test AB campaign here, I will go to the recipient activity. These are the addresses that received my campaigns till now. I only have one open, and this is the report of my AB campaign. So on the overview, I get to see both subjects. That's different than the regular campaigns. And then on the AB overview, I get to see the performance of the campaigns. So you have test 1, test 2, and let me just go ahead and do this one right here. Sorry, campaigns. So for now, you do not see the total amount of people sent because it's currently on the selecting winner phase, which will last for an hour. So you will not get to see it at the moment, but let's see how it works. So first, on the overview, I see that we have an A-B split campaign. You have the ID, which is unique per each campaign, as we mentioned, of course, and then the rest of the options right here are pretty much the same. If I go to the recipient activity, you see to how many people it was sent, how many of them opened it, how many did not open it, the link performance, again, the email client and activity by location, and then there is an extra menu saying A/B overview right here, which actually gives me info about my A/B settings. So I get to see that it was split over the subject line. The winner is over open rate, and then the split settings are the campaign A will be sent to 18% of my list, B to another 18%, and the winner campaign will be sent to the remaining 64%. At the moment, campaign B is winning because, as you can see on the grayed out area, it's actually grayed out because the selecting winner phase is not finished yet. I have two opens right here, and then 50% of my people open B campaign. So when the selecting winner phase is over in an hour from now, it will see that campaign B has more open rate than campaign A and send the same campaign but with the subject of campaign B, meaning test 2, to the remaining 64% of my list. So that's also why you see 4 people at the moment here, while my list originally had 13 people. Let's go and see my list as well. So these are 4 right now, and then if I go inside my list and the members section in the active people, as you can see, I have 13 people in total who are active on my list. Only 4 of them random 4 of them got the campaign, and the rest 9 people will receive the winner campaign B at the moment. So let's go and select these to delete them. I don't need them anymore. Then let's go to the rest of the campaigns that I get to create. An interesting option is the digest campaigns, meaning repeatable, HTML repeatable and RSS campaigns. Let's go and see this one. Let me just get the feed URL from here. Okay. So when I go to create a repeatable campaign, an RSS campaign, I go here and then I have some options. Of course, I get to set my campaign name that I get to see in my Moosend account. So let's call that test RSS. The subject, let's call it testing. The preview text, I can set whatever I like, maximum 250 characters. And then I will select my sender like so. And I get to insert my RSS feed right here. If I want to, I can even validate it just to see if there is any edits that I should need to do regarding my RSS feed. As you can see, this one says your RSS feed URL is valid, but W3C has some suggestions regarding it. W3C is the tool that we use to validate your RSS feeds. So if you click on view report right here, it will open on a new tab like so. And you can actually see the recommendation shown on W3C at the top right here. So you can then go and edit your feed however you need to edit it. Let's go ahead to click on next. Then I get to select my list. So I'm gonna go ahead and select this one. Click on next again, like so. Then I click on next here and take me to the editor, like so. So here I have the option again to use the template library or just use my own, create my own design. I'll just create my own for now. So I'll just drag a full width container, and remember this is an RSS. So if I hover over it, you see that this is a grayed out tab, which means that it is a normal container. I need to go to its settings and then go to container type right here and select RSS campaign type of container, which actually made it red boxed. Any special container, meaning any of the containers in this category, so cart abandonment, browse abandonment, product recommendation, and RSS campaign will be red boxed. These are the special ones, while if I select a normal container, it will always be grayed great boxed, which indicates the normal container. So I'll just choose RSS. I get to choose how many uh, in total articles I will show with my RSS right here. You can choose from 1 up to maximum 10, as you can see right here. The default number is 5, and you get to see the preview of your RSS campaign right here, which we will actually see your RSS feed and draw 1 or 2 random articles just to show you how it's gonna be shown. So you see the image here, you see the description of the article, you see a button leading to that article, and just open it on a new tab just so you can see. So when someone clicks on it, it actually automatically takes them to the appropriate article, as you can see. And also you see the published on date, the subject of this RSS article, and also the RSS article ID. So let's go ahead and proceed to the next one. And again, you have the test. With RSS and HTML repeatables, you will not be able to send a test, because for the app that we use for RSS to populate our campaign, we need to actually send the campaign at the moment. I mean, as a regular sending. So when you set the time for it to be sent, and that time comes, only then will the RSS campaign be populated with your content and be sent out. So I cannot actually send a test to show you how it's shown. Then you set the time and date on when you want it to be sent, let's say. And then you go to the snapshot where you review your options, and if you're good to go, you basically click on start. Now, there is one important thing to remember for both HTML repeatable and RSS campaigns. In order for us to be able to send your RSS campaign or your HTML repeatable campaign, you need to basically add a new article, not update a previous one, but you need to add a new article in your RSS feed or on the URL that you've set for your HTML repeatable campaign to draw its content from and populate. After the moment that you've clicked on the start button and before the time frame that you've set your campaign to be sent. So between that time frame, right after you've set it to begin and before it's set to be sent, you need to add a new article in your RSS feed or on your URL for your HTML repeatable campaign. The exact same logic still remains for the next resending of your RSS campaign. So if you've set a campaign to be sent, let's say in an hour from now, and then tomorrow at the same time. So at the moment on my time zone, it's 12 a.m., 11:56 to be specific. So if you've set a campaign to be sent now and tomorrow again on the same time, so 11:56 tomorrow, you need to set an article, to set up a new article in your RSS campaign from the moment you click start and before 11:56 today, and then you need to add a new article in your RSS feed from 11:56 today that your RSS campaign was sent till 11:56 tomorrow, where your campaign will be again sent. If you do not do so, we will not send your campaign, and you will get a notification in your email inbox saying that you could not send your campaign because we didn't find any new content. So each time before we send, we check, and then if there is new content added between the time frame that I just explained, your RSS campaign will be normally sent. Now, the HTML repeatable campaign, let's go ahead and get a link. I'm going to go actually ahead and get moosend.com, let's say. So let's get that. I go create new campaign like so, and I go to HTML repeatable campaign. It's slightly different in terms of how you set it up regarding the RSS campaign. You get to of course set the name of your campaign. So test HTML repeatable, subject testing, preview text if I want to, my sender like so, and then the content from which your campaign will gather its the URL from which your campaign will get its content, and then you proceed next. You select your mailing list, let's say this one, you click on next. As you can see here, again, you can select the format. Again, HTML will provide you tracking as well. And the difference is that on this one, you do not actually set any content for your campaign. That happens because you set a URL from which your campaign will get its content and send it to your people. So you don't actually create anything. We just see what you've added as a URL and reflect that on your campaign to be sent. Again, the same logic works for this one as well. You need to set new content between the time frame from when you click on start and before the time frame on which you will send out your HTML repeatable campaign. And for the next sending, again, between the previous sending time and the next sending time, you need to have set up content in the new content in the URL for your HTML repeatable campaign to be populated from. So let's go ahead and delete that now. And the last option of the campaigns is the regular ones, which are normal campaigns that you create and send manually to your people. Again, you set a name for your campaign, the subject that will be shown to your recipients, your sender. You can even change the confirmation email if you like. That happens in all types of campaigns. Also, all type of campaigns allow you to track them in Google Analytics if Google Analytics is connected on your site as well, and also track your campaign revenue, which will actually allow you to see some info regarding that on the revenue dashboard right here, and to be specific on these two options right here: revenue by campaign, revenue by campaign type, and revenue by campaign. So let's go ahead and proceed. We select our list again, here HTML repeatable, and then we go to create our template. It's exactly the same as the A/B campaigning here. You can create your subject, your content as you like on your own if you want. So by dragging this right here and clicking on the plus button, you get to see all of our elements. Let's say that I add a text, so I'll call this test. And then if you want to add extra elements on the exact same container, you go to the element section. So you drag the one that you want and you paste it inside your container. So let's add an image, let's say this one. Then you can, of course, if you want, add another container. I'll just add the half-width container, which allows you to have different content here, different here. So let's say, again, we have here saying test, and here I want an image. So I will go and add this. And then you can add any other container that you want. You also have some pre-made templates for special containers, like full width cart abandonment, 1/3, 2/3 cart abandonment, etc., etc., etc. And also the yellow ones are the ones that you've saved, some containers that you've created on your own and saved to have them as templates. For example, in unsubscribe link, I can just drag and drop it right here at the bottom, and it will give me anything that I have saved, or let's say this one, like so, and that's it. In order to save a container as a template, like the ones right here, which you can actually delete if you do not want. As you can see, you just click on the X button and confirm your choice right here. It will delete them. So in order to save a container, you need to hover over it till you see the container options right here. And then you go where it says create clone block. So you click on that, you set a name for it. So test for my video, let's say. I click on save container successfully saved. And here it is. If I just drag and drop it up here, you see that it's giving me the same container once again. Or if you want, you can of course use our template library to load up any content that you want for your campaign to be sent from the ones that we've already created, or for any that you like and wish to save. So let's say if I like this content and I want to save it as a template, you need to go where it says save template. So on the right of these two options, this one is save draft. So it saves the draft state of your campaign, which you can find then in the draft section right here. As you can see here, it's a draft save, the one that I just saved. Or you can save this campaign as a template, like so, in which you can set a name and click on save, like so. You will wait for it for a bit to show that the template is saved, and you're good to go. You will actually be able to find it in the template library, then this one right here. Let's say that my campaign is done and I want to send it away, so I go to update campaign and continue, like so. And here you can send a test to yourself from the spam and delivery section that will show up in a short while. This one right here. Let's send a test. Here it is. Your campaign test was dispatched. It's already here. And here it is. Works fine. And I click on proceed. I can send it right away or schedule it for a later time, and I can even set my campaign to be resent to my non-openers after any specific time frame that I want, and you can actually add any other options that you want right here. So let's proceed, and then you get your snapshot where you get to choose and where you get to see all your set options. You click on send, and that's basically it. Your campaign will be sent, and then when you click on it, you will actually be directed to the report of this campaign. Let's leave it to be sent for a bit. So when I click on it, I will actually be directed directly into my campaign report. Give me a sec for a moment. So since my campaign is sent, I will actually be able to see my report about it, etc. So that's basically what you can do regarding your campaigns. And you can of course create the campaign that you like, and then just send it out to your audience, or set up a digest campaign as we said, etc., etc., etc.